This is our scallop that I have made video according to the pattern and image by IzzyKnits. Cast on 4 stitches in waste yarn. This is 2 stitches, 3, 4. Next, what we need to do is knit 4 stitches, but before you start, leave a longer tail, because the first stitch, it would just slip out of it if you don't leave a long enough stitch. Okay, so we will knit first stitch, second, third, and fourth. And this is our base. You see, this is what I was talking about. This gets big, and if this would be short, it would slip out. Okay? From now on, you will repeat 16 rows, and this is row 1. I also had to do a couple adjustments so the scallop would look like in a picture. So the first thing is that we will move this yarn forward, and we will slip first 3 stitches with this yarn in front of the needles. So this is 3 stitches slipped. Okay, then we need to do yarn over, but we cannot do it this way. We have to do it from the back forward, and then we have to make 1 from the right. Make 1 right, so you pick this yarn between, and you need to go from here and make the stitch. Okay, and then you knit last stitch. You see, this stitch is getting really big, that's why you need a long tail. Okay, what you need to do is, again, move this yarn forward and slip 1 stitch, then you purl next stitch, purl, then do yarn over. Now over here we're supposed to knit through the back loop, but we're not gonna do that because we would have hole there, because the way I was putting yarn over, we will knit in a regular way. Okay, so we will pull this forward a little bit so we can get in there from here, and just knit it in a regular way, and then knit 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Row 3, again, we will put this yarn forward, and we will move 3 stitches, slip them from left needle to the right needle. Okay, and this yarn again in the front. Now we're supposed to knit 1 stitch. Knit 1. Then we're supposed to knit through the back loop, but again, I did yarn over from the back forward, so we need to knit a regular way. Knit a regular way. And then we still have to knit 2 more stitches. Knit 2. 1, 2. Okay, so in these first 3 rows I did a little bit changes. Okay, now we will knit 4th row. Again, we move this one forward and we slip the stitch. Okay, now we will do purl 2, purl 1, and purl 2, and we're in a 4th row, right? Now we need to increase by 4 stitches in the next stitch, so we need to knit 1, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 1. Okay, and then we're supposed to knit 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Again, yarn forward and slip 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now this yarn needs to be forward, right, in front of us. And when you slip those 3 stitches, you knit 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're getting to the position that we're gonna be doing row 6. Row 6 has 3 parts, so we will turn it around. Again, we move the yarn forward, and this is the first part of row 6. You need to slip 1 stitch and then purl 2 stitches. 1, 2, then you knit 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we slip 1 stitch with the yarn in the back, so the yarn is not in front of us but in the back. Okay, so we do that, and we're supposed to put yarn over on left needle. So this is how you will do it: yarn over left needle, and we're supposed to turn. We will turn everything carefully. Yarn is still over our left needle, but now it's the left needle became right needle. Put this yarn in between these 2 needles, and actually it's in the back now, and we will do the same thing. We will slip this stitch with the yarn in the back, and we will knit 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this, when we slipped and knitted back, slipped that 1 purlwise and knitted 7 of them. That was our part 2 of row 6, and we turn again, and this is our part 3 of the row 6, where we go and put this yarn forward again, and we slip 1 stitch, we slip it, and we purl 2 stitches. So this is 1, 2, we purled. Now we knit 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that crisscross stitch or yarn over left needle that we did before needs to be knitted together with this stitch. Okay, so we will knit these 2 stitches together. We knit them together, and now we knit 1, 2 stitches, and we're ready for row 7. And again, I move my yarn forward in here so I can slip 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and yarn in the back, and we will knit 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and now we need to repeat row 6 and 7 once more, so that will be our 8th and 9th row. So we will repeat row 6, which has again 3 parts. Slip, again this yarn is forward in here, we slip 1 and we purl 2, purl 1, purl 2. Okay, now we need to knit 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we need to slip 1, and what we need to do is yarn over on the left needle, turn it around, put that yarn between those needles. In the back, yarn is in the back, slip this stitch and knit 7. This is the parts when we turned it, that's the part 2 in a 6th row, and we knit 7 stitches. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now we will turn again and we move that yarn forward, and we will slip 1 stitch, slip 1 stitch, which we did, and purl 2, purl, purl, knit 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again we have that yarn over and the I-cord. This is the I-cord part, and we are supposed to knit these 2 together, this and this stitch, knit 2 together and knit last 2 stitches, 1, 2, and we repeat row 7, which is our row 9. We turn around and have this yarn forward, okay, and we will slip 1, 2, 3, and we will knit 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we are ready for 10th row. We will slip 1 and we will purl 2 stitches with the yarn. You know, we had the yarn in the front of us, okay, and now we will purl 1 and purl 2. Then we need to knit 1. Then we're supposed to slip 3 stitches with the yarn in the back, so we will slip 1, slip 2, slip 3. Now we will knit 1, knit 1, and now we have to take 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches that were knitted before, and we need to slip it over this first stitch that has been knitted actually last. Okay, so we will slip it over. That's 1, slip over second stitch, slip over third stitch, and slip over fourth stitch. So we slipped 4 stitches, and this is how it looks. And we need to knit 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. We're ready for row 11. Turn around. Actually, we need the yarn in front. Turn around and slip 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Now the yarn is in front of us, right? And then we need to knit 2 together. 1, 2 together. We will knit these 2 together. Knit 2 together. And then we knit 2 more. 1, 2. Okay, our 12th row, we need to do the same thing again. Move the yarn forward here, slip 1 stitch, and then purl 2 stitches together. So you grab these 2 stitches and purl them together and make 1. You decreased, and now we are ready to knit 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. We are ready to do row 13. Turn around. We have yarn in front of us, okay, and we need to slip 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we have to knit 2 together. Knit 2 together. And we have 4 stitches. Turn around. Slip 1 stitch with the yarn in front of us. Okay, slip 1 and knit 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn around. With yarn in front, we slip 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and we knit 1. Knit 1 stitch. And our 16th row is that we turn around with yarn forward right in front of us. We slip 1 stitch and we knit 3. 1, 2, 3. And this was our 16th row. This is our scallop, and now you would go and turn around and start your row 1 from where I indicated. So you would slip 3 stitches, yarn over, make 1 right, knit 1. Okay, so from now on just repeat row 1 through row 16. You can replay the video. I just knitted another scallop over here so you could go and see how it looks when you do a repetition of row 1 through 16. And this is how it looks on one side, and this is how it looks on the other side. I hope this video is going to be helpful and that you will be able to use this scalloped edge. Thank you very much for watching, and see you another time.